Every long-haul trip has to have some time off built into it. The last few days were so packed with stuff that Maceo and I decided to get a second night at the Arizona Inn and Suites in Yuma. So this is going to be a short video because day 7 was mostly defined by eating, sitting in the room, eating, driving no further than about 5 blocks from the motel, and eating. Only in the evening was there a bit of wandering. Just like back in the first couple days of this trip, the reverse culture shock of being an American who lives overseas and is now back in the US continued today. The first order of business, you see, was a quick drive down 4th Street to Yuma's Donut. And I'm used to the smaller drink sizes in Japan, and when we ordered regular coffees, we got 2 cups that seemed gigantic to us. Looking at these photos now, I don't quite know what the big deal was, but trust me, it felt at the time like we were each given a gallon of coffee. And as everyone knows, if you add mangoes and bananas to the meal, then donuts are healthy, right? It's always a strange feeling, sitting around a motel all day when nobody else is really there. It's kind of like staying home from school after pretending to be sick. You get this rare, kind of slightly forbidden peek at daily life from a totally different perspective. Just us and the tan, adobe-looking southwest buildings under the hot afternoon sun in Arizona. While sitting around on our computers all day, me looking at photos from the last few days in California and copying dashcam footage over to a hard drive, we did laundry. And yet again, there was some reverse culture shock for me, in the best way. Because I asked the motel lady where I could get some detergent for the machine, and she gave me some. I know that may not sound like much to you, but for me it was. Nobody gives you free soap in Japan. There'd be a dispenser on the wall to buy it. More of that easy breezy, informal American hospitality. In addition to the receipts, national park brochures, business cards, and other little tidbits we keep picking up on this trip, now we have this keyring thing. We signed up for membership at Fry's Supermarket. I don't know how regional Fry's is, but as long as we keep seeing them, we'll be eligible for discounts, which is good for travelers like us who enjoy picnic lunches, even if they are sometimes in motel rooms. As the sun was going down, I went for a swim in the motel pool. The water was nice, although actually as soon as the sun went down, it got noticeably colder. And I thought it was touching how the motel thought there might be as many as 50 people trying to crowd into the pool at once. Maybe someday when robust business threatens to overwhelm the place. Refreshed, it was time for, surprisingly, the first actual eat-in meal of the trip in a restaurant. Taco salsa was excellent, despite the challenge it presented to my insulin dosing. And just so the day wouldn't be a total blank, on the way home we drove out of our way to take a look at some back streets in Yuma. Now, it may not look like much here, but you have to consider it from a different angle. Okay, it isn't much, but the point is, we tried. Even in tiny ways, always try to take a new route and see something new whenever you can. Explore for curiosity's sake, not out of specific expectations. It all adds up. So no, we didn't really see much of Yuma today, but what we did see was pretty excellent. A great place to hang out for a day and recharge. Tomorrow we head further into Arizona, taking a last-minute detour to some ancient petroglyphs in the desert, eating a great meal at a space-age cafe, and ending up at an amazing place on the far-flung Mexican border that, at this time is only a national monument, but which in my humble opinion should definitely be a national park. And there are plenty of campsites this time.